Good gives, evil takes. Religion says give until you're empty. Evil takes until you're dry. But balance? They never taught you that. Let me explain. Good gives without thinking. That's how you drown. Evil takes without blinking. That's how you go down. One drains your cup, the other fills their own. Both leave you empty, both leave you alone. Religion says give, 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 but when you're dry, they say give more, they don't ask why. Because your emptiness is their profit, your sacrifice is their deposit. Evil takes, 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 no limit, no end. The leech keeps sucking until you can't stand. Both the wrong, both miss the point. Balance is the key, balance anoints. Family and friend, just nice words, even if blood related. But once they suck you dry, they're not family, they're baited. A leech doesn't care about your life, your health, your soul. Don't cry, don't argue, just run. That's the only goal. Cut ties, don't look back, your life matters most. The leech will never stop until you're a ghost. You owe them nothing, you gave enough. Now save yourself, that's not being rough. Good gives until it hurts, then keeps giving. Evil takes until it bursts, then keeps living. Neither knows when to stop. Balance is the only crop. Good give, evil take, but balance matters. Too much giving breaks you, too much taking shatters. The saint who gives until they bleed becomes the prey. The sinner who takes without need loses their way. Balance is not middle, balance is wise. Give enough to live, take enough to survive. Know your limit, know your line. That's the only wisdom divine. They told you to turn the other cheek, but how many times? Until both cheeks bleed, until you commit your own crimes. They told you to give until it hurts, but when do you stop? When you're empty, when you drop. No limit taught, no boundary set. Just endless giving, endless debt. The preacher gets richer, you get poor. That's not holiness, that's a trapdoor. Evil is easy, just take and take. No conscience, no guilt, no break. But the taker ends up alone, hollow, empty. Because taking without giving leaves you with plenty of nothing. The world is not just light and dark. There's shadow where the wise ones part. Not good, not evil, just a way. Give and take, but with care. Good give, evil take, but balance matters. Too much giving breaks you, too much taking shatters. Know your limit, know your line. That's the only wisdom divine. My uncle said there's only light and dark. No middle ground, no neutral spark. I didn't argue, he won't listen. He can choose his pain, that's his prison. But you know better. Balance is not a middle ground fetter. It's knowing when to give, when to take, when to bend, when to break. Evil enough to protect yourself, good enough to not harm. That's not selfish, that's alarm. They tell you not to commit suicide, but offer no reason to live. Just guilt, just obligation, just more to give. Think about your loved ones, add more weight to someone who's already drowning in hate. But you are allowed to be a little evil, to say no, to not be a retrieval, to walk away when you're empty, to choose yourself, that's plenty. Good gives, evil takes. Religion taught you to give without limit. Evil taught you to take without shame. Neither taught you balance. Family and friend, just words. Even if blood related, once they suck you dry, they're leeches. Don't cry, don't argue, just run, cut ties. Your life matters most. Now give enough to live, take enough to survive. The rest, keep for yourself. That's not selfish, that's sustainable. Good give, evil take, but balance matters. Know your limit, know your line. That's the only wisdom divine. Now balance yourself. Good gives, evil take.